all this beautiful food.
Okay, I'm excited about this one. What is the best high-end meal that you've ever had?
It was in October of 2010. It was in Copenhagen at Noma. And I've only been there once. And since then, I made friends with Rene Redzepi. But I wanted to go and eat his food because I'd been hearing about it. And the real reason I went to Europe on that trip was actually to go to El Bulli because I read in the Times that it was going to close.
Right.
And so, we were actually headed to El Bulli. And then, since we were going to Europe, we're like, we can't just go to Europe for one meal. So we'll go for two.
Yeah.
So Noma and El Bulli happened literally one night after the other.
Oh
and
my God.
El Bulli was such an experience. I had 50 courses. I got to go back in the kitchen and meet their whole staff. But Noma was only 7 courses and it was exquisite. It was really like a boy's love letter to this, to the forest in which he grew up. The dishes were so imaginative, but they were really still homey and really flavorful. In fact, I actually demanded that they give me a container of their butter to take home because it was so beautiful. It's like the floor, right when the butter churns and it becomes really fluffy before it really gets to butter. And they actually get it from Sweden, across the water there, but is there water? Yeah, there must be.
Yeah.
But like all of a sudden I'm like doubting my geography.
There's a river. There's a river or something.
but it was delicious, and I'll never forget that meal. The first thing that came was like a flower pot. I'm sure read about it. It's like really thick yogurt, and then a 2-year-old carrot, and then the dirt is actually salted malt powder. And then there are snails and edible flowers in that plant. And you're supposed to eat the whole thing. You're supposed to eat the snails. You're supposed to eat the carrot. You're supposed to dip the carrot in the yogurt underneath the malt dirt. I mean, that was just one course. It's so imaginative and so delicious.
Were there ants? Did you get any ants?
I didn't have the ants when I went, but I've read about the ants. That's a big one. I also had one where they were like, it was smoked hay on a really hot rock where you crack the egg yourself and it cooked. I had that one. It was just all beautiful, honestly. Cool. But I would have been happy with just the bread and butter they served. So superior.
Talking about chicken a la king, mango and garbanzo tabbouleh, grilled potatoes and vegetables with roasted garlic and basil, zucchini ziti, granola fruit bar. Look at all this beautiful food.